giveaway time. This is happening. We're going to be giving away merch. We got a few things of merch. We're going to be giving a few to a select group of people who comment in this section. So if you want to qualify, comment, like, and share this video. And in the next video, we'll be announcing who won. And then at that point in time, we'll give you instructions on what to do once you've won to claim your prize. The big ticket item is this battery charger. This is the Real Pro battery charger that I stuck in my boat. It's 3-bank, 6-amp charger. I love it. It's like really good, just like the Noco or the Pro Mariner. This is meant to kick off this video. Please help this video trend. Like, comment, and share, and that'll help the video trend. This video is all about marine batteries and charging, but this is, I've done like a conservative lower end one. This is, I guess, like the best of the best. If you could sum it all up, this is all lithium battery setup and what kind of charger really goes with lithium batteries. This is supposed to answer a lot of questions about lithium batteries, if you were wondering. Show you, in my opinion, well, really, it's not even my opinion, it's straight fact, the absolute best battery monitoring system out there for anything. When I say the best, I mean anything else coming close is a very, very distant second. So check this out. Fun fact about battery chargers, most of them only charge 80 to 90% of your actual battery, and then the rest is just gas, giving you a false reading. It's relatable to how somebody fills a glass of soda up a little too fast, and you get the gas expansion from the fizz. Only this time it's happening inside your battery, which is bad, so the actual charge is only 80 to 90%. The other 10 to 20% is just lost out there. It's pretty much universal across all spectrums, but really specific to AGM and lead-acid batteries, that if you cannot hold a complete charge over a period of time, you just lose the ability to have that charge at all. You can get around a lot of this by only using 2 to 5 amp chargers, because 2 to 5 amps isn't a whole lot in there, so you'll get most of the charge at a very slow charge. But if you need a fast charger, the charger needs to have a brain with an intelligent algorithm that'll charge the battery appropriately, similar to how we pull back on a glass of soda to get the max charge by letting the fizz kind of fizzle out. This is called Delta Volt in Pro Charging Systems Professional Series and Sportsman Series chargers. There's nothing else on the market that comes close. But it doesn't stop there. Have you ever heard the cliche, a team is only as strong as its weakest link? Well, a team of batteries in series, there's always a weak link. There's always one and sometimes two batteries that are not as fully charged or doesn't have the capability to be as fully charged as the other batteries in series. That means your runtime is really much based upon that one battery, and that battery might only have a 60% charge, and your other batteries might have 80 or 90. But when that battery is depleted, you lose your entire system. You can no longer hold the voltage, unless you have a system that will regulate and put in and transfer more voltage from your other batteries to keep your system running longer. This system is called the BOS system, or the BOSS system for short. This is the best system out there. It is a standalone battery charger on the water with no additional plug-in needed like you would have to do in your garage between fishing trips. This is on the water, will regulate your batteries at all times. It never stops working, and it keeps everything in series. So between Dual Pro Delta Volt algorithm and the BOSS system, your batteries have optimization unlike anything has ever seen. And to top it all off, they give you the most advanced digital readout where you can actually see the entire time where your battery actually is. From AGM all the way to lithium batteries, which give you a completely different type of performance, where it's all until nothing. You can actually see it here. This is the best system on the market, and when I say best, I mean everything else behind it is a distant second. And to really top this off, the BOS system and the battery fuel gauge can both be connected to your phone seamlessly via military-grade Bluetooth to give you total optimal control over your entire system. This is actually where you calibrate all the systems. Once you calibrate them and you get them going, you can achieve full system calibration, along with readouts and logs and much more. We've all done a lot of things on this channel from simple to advanced. Now we go for our most advanced battery setup, running 3 of the industry's best lithium batteries out there. These batteries are the equivalent of 2 Group 24 AGM batteries paralleled, so the amount of charge in each of these batteries is pretty insane, but they only weigh 30 pounds apiece. This tiny boat is built for extreme competition, where there are max horsepower and boat length restrictions inside the tournament clubs. But we would all be foolish to think that the people who fish these clubs won't go through extreme lengths to achieve the edge over their competitors. This video is all about optimizing this battery layout and the charging systems that we showed you. Generally, a waterproof 60 amp breaker is required for the trolling motor. We're going to run an additional 40 amp breaker for the rest of the electronics in the boat. We're going to go ahead and stack them on this bulkhead right here. Get them secured. For the trolling motor, we are running 6 gauge Anchor Marine tin copper wiring. We are running tin copper wiring because it is the most robust marine grade wiring out there, and it'll actually create a little bit of its own shielding because tin copper actually does that. Given that we're going to run a mass amount of electronics inside this tiny boat, we're going to need the max amount of shielding possible so all systems can run optimal. We are channeling the majority of the wires through one main bulkhead, which makes it accessible at all times for maintenance later on. This is where we're running big heavy grommets through the entire wall, and we're going to go ahead and run our battery leads through those. This setup is a professional series charger, and this is a 36 volt setup. They also make it all the way up to 48 volt setup, and also 24 and 12 volt setups. Pro Charging Systems has Delta Volt algorithms for AGM, lead acid, and lithium batteries. Each charging port can be programmed individually for whatever you need. This one is all lithium, so we're going to be running an entire lithium setup, and that requires a little bit of a different break here. We demoed this on lead acid battery setups. This is the CT unit that actually scans the way lithium is read, because lithium batteries charge and discharge completely different from anything else out there. It requires a completely different system. So we're going to go ahead and run ports for it up here and run it all the way out towards the front, and that's going to be right where the bulk of the electronics are and where the main angler is going to be most of the time when he's fishing. These systems were made for higher end bass boats, not necessarily for tiny boats like this, so we had to actually lengthen the leads on this system with 22 gauge wire and the appropriate connectors, but it came together seamlessly. We were able to secure the wires neatly inside the conduit wall, and now we're onto the boss system. We designated a pretty generous battery box specifically for these batteries, which are meant to have a 10 to 11 year lifespan. So the mod inside this boat is a pretty permanent mod. We also have angle frame down there to keep the batteries from shifting. We'll also run appropriate tie downs and a rubber pad on the bottom to keep any sort of damage from the batteries. To connect all these leads and all the mass amount of electronics, we are running TH Marine Hydra leads. They come in 3 and 5 lug Hydra leads. We had to retrofit it a little bit different for this system. We had to run 2 positive, and then we had to turn one of them into negative because the leads on how we connect these are so different from the industry standard, because these come really prepped for lead acid and AGM batteries. The lithium batteries haven't really caught on that you need to kind of mimic what AGM and lead acid batteries have done in the past, so you can actually stay tuned with it all. So some of the stuff we did here was a little hairy, but we ultimately got it done. And these Hydra 5 lugs, they were essential because the stuff we needed to run needed to go right to the leads. They couldn't have any real distortions, or there was going to be serious problems and inaccuracies in the reading through the graphs, the electronics. And that was just for the 12 volt system that is running all the accessories and the graphs on the boat. Now it's on to the real stuff, to the trolling motor batteries. We're going to be running a 24 volt setup, and this is the CT unit that actually is able to scan lithium batteries, the power the in and out, and give you an accurate reading. The CT unit has an arrow on it right there, and that needs to be pointing along with a lead in terms of how it's drawing power and getting charge. So that's going to be actually pointing toward the terminal itself, and we're going to be running both the charging lead and the 6 gauge lead that is linking both batteries in series right now. Then we're going to go ahead and put our isolator caps on, and it's ready to go. The fuel gauge comes with 5 leads total. The green lead goes to the first trolling motor battery, the CT unit goes with the leads going to the second trolling motor battery, and the black one goes to the ground. And the bottom one measuring the actual accessory battery or the starter battery is just going to be red and black, and that goes to the positive and negative leads. All those need to be hooked up because the fuel gauge monitors all 3 batteries between 2 different gauges. When you start it up, it's going to look like this. This is going to be in standby mode. It'll be like this until you open up the app in your computer. When you hook up the professional series charger, it will run in red leads all the way until it starts to flash green. That means it's almost done charging and it's finishing up. A solid green line indicates that it's completely charged. If the boss system is hooked up correctly, you'll get a blue light flashing Once it's fully calibrated, you'll see your battery fuel gauge look like this. We're going to go ahead and go through the calibration system. You will need to download the ProView Link app. It used to be the Delta Volt app, now it is ProView Link. And this will show all 3 units in unison. They should all pop up on your screen with military grade Bluetooth. And this is how you start to calibrate, and you set all the settings for it. From the actual battery chemistry, to nicknaming each unit to what you want it. Full calibration can be done in the app. Actually, the BFGCT will calibrate itself once it sees a charge. Once it sees that first charge, it will calibrate once and no more calibration is needed. You may have to run additional updates, and it'll ask you for updates. Once you update the entire system, it'll take a few minutes, but eventually once it's done, you'll be able to recalibrate your device. Actually, renaming each device will reset the entire unit. So if you, for whatever reason, have any sort of LEDs that don't look like they're showing, or you feel it's not giving you a correct reading, even though you know the unit's charged, just go ahead and rename it, and that will actually reset it. And also make sure your battery chemistry is set to the correct battery unit you have. During the initial phase, your battery fuel gauge will likely ask you to upgrade for all units. And once you have the most updated firmware for your device, just remember the steps we just talked about, and then everything's pretty much cake. Once it's all updated and calibrated, you can just go ahead and fine-tune everything to your specs. If the LED brightness isn't to your liking, you can go ahead and set it from very low to high. You can also check the state of health, the history, the live view, and additional setups for your trolling motor setup. If you're really serious into tournament fishing and you want the edge and you want to never have to worry about your batteries, this is the ultimate setup. And the coolest thing is I get to run this setup on an elite level tiny boat. Essentially, we tried to stick a 21-foot Ranger inside this 14-foot Alumacraft. Did a pretty good job. It has more or less all the major accessories and advantages without the actual size, but we have a ton of electronics in this boat. We have 3 10-inch graphs, a Mega 360, a Mega down imaging, a 24-volt Ultrex, a full live well flow right system, and just a ton of LEDs and a bunch of other stuff. The boat is definitely not lacking in electronics and energy output, so it's a good example of what we can do to try and put this battery system to the test. See how well these lithium batteries hold up, if they're really worth all the hype. And I'll tell you, we fished for quite a while in the morning, and I mean not all day, but long enough to see some sort of like discharge on the battery fuel gauge, and I'll tell you, we saw nothing. Not even a little bit, and we ran everything for quite a while. So the lithium batteries definitely are worth the hype. Their energy output, especially for those Dakota Lithium, they're pretty nice. This boat fished like a dream. There are a few fine-tuned things that we need to tweak, and then it's ready to go. And wherever it goes, he will be ready. So stay tuned.